Hello, my name is Michael Frank, Assistant City Manager of the City of Santa Rosa. This video blog is going to focus on Measure O and what its relationship is to our budget situation and its possible assistance in us solving our budget problems, and the issue of the fiscal crisis and what that has to do with Measure O. Measure O is the city's public safety quarter-cent sales tax. It was passed by the voters in 2004, and it is to be spent 40% for police, 40% for fire, and 20% for gang prevention and intervention. The ordinance was written, or the ballot measure, which became the ordinance later on, was written in a very structured way. And the ordinance within each of those categories, police, fire, and gang prevention and intervention, talks in the ordinance about what permissible uses of the money, of the sales tax money, can be used for. The ordinance also created a Citizens Oversight Committee that is made up of 7 citizens of Santa Rosa to make sure that all the money collected from this quarter-cent sales tax is spent exactly according to those permissible uses under the ordinance. Ever since the city has been receiving the money, which was starting in 2004, we have developed an implementation plan. And for the exact use of that money, it's been looked over by the Oversight Committee, and then it goes to council, to the City Council, if there are to be any changes in that implementation plan. And actually, those changes require 6 out of the 7 council members to make those changes, to make any changes in the implementation plan. As I mentioned, the ordinance requires 40, 40, and 20 in terms of the allocation of the sales tax revenue to police, fire, and gang prevention and intervention. The other element of the ordinance is that it is very, the ordinance was written in a very stringent fashion. The writers of the ordinance wanted to make sure that there couldn't be any sort of shell game, that when the city received more money for public safety, they couldn't then take general fund money or other monies away from public safety, so that in the end there would be an increase in the amount of money going to public safety. So there were a number of things written into the ordinance to prevent any use of Measure O funds or any what we're calling supplanting of Measure O funds. So I'm going to take a break now, and in the second part of this Measure O discussion, we'll focus on the fiscal crisis and our budget problems and how that intersects with Measure O. Again, additional information is located on the city's website at srcity.org. Thank you.